fucking scoot back a little so I guess so I don't punch the microphone. Hey, come listen to our podcast, yeah. Please listen, it's a hitch. If you don't listen to our podcast, yeah, then you are a bitch. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Filmoscopy Podcast, a show where three of the most masculine individuals known to man convene together to discuss various movies, only the best movies. So did you want to do? Okay, hold on. Let's just introduce ourselves, I guess. I am Owen. To my left of me is Lance. Say hello.
Hello there.
Hello there. And then over the airways is Cody.
Hello.
Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your ass.
It's peeking out the door.
So did you want to do your product review?
Yeah, I'll
Cody.
do it. So,
All
have
right.
you gentlemen heard of a little product called...
Yeah, I had it the other day.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
So,
I had it in the can, and then I did it the way it told you to do it.
like, pour it in a
on the thing.
glass.
Yeah. Well, I didn't pour it in a glass. I poured it in a red Solo cup.
That's the best way to drink draft beer or any draft
Hell
product.
yeah, man.
So, yeah, I saw it at Dollar General today, and I got one of each flavor because I thought, well, this is an interesting concept. And I looked it up, and for anyone who hasn't heard of this, it's basically a Pepsi that was made the way that Guinness is made. Like, it uses, what is it, nitrogen?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nitrogen.
So it's nitrogen infused, so it's supposed to be, like, smooth and foamy, like a Guinness. So
It turns out that doesn't really work for a soda, though.
well, I'm about to find out because I have not opened it.
Oh, you're doing it right now? Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
I'm not going to even tell you my opinions then.
I think you did.
Yeah, I guess I did, but...
So I'm gonna crack it open. Oh my gosh!
crack open a cold one.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh no, it's spilling everywhere.
God, it's foaming! It's foaming everywhere.
Oh my god, it's on the dog.
Gosh! So like, as soon as I cracked it, you just hear like a.
Yeah, like it fucking hits you with that nitrogen.
So I'm about to take my first sip, and we'll see how this goes.
Have you tried it yet, Lance?
I won't be able to taste it.
Oh yeah. Well, you could.
Cody the asshole gave me COVID, so I still can't taste it all this time.
Yeah.
You
That was the
know,
last thing you ever tasted.
what's the last thing you ever tasted? These
Uh,
nuts.
The fruit punch Powerade, I think.
Now, I can't believe you still don't have your taste back.
I know, Cody. I can't believe it either. Let's move on.
I can't believe it's not butter.
So, it's not bad. At first, it kind of like when you take a drink of it, it's like it kind of gives that sense of like being like a flat soda.
Yeah.
But the flavor of it kind of reminds me of like a Pepsi flavored like icy.
Yeah. I just think it'd be better with carbon, or carbonation instead of whatever the fuck they did with it.
They need to try that someday.
Yeah, because I mean it tastes good, but it's just like flat. It's like you're drinking flat soda.
Yeah,
It's way worse when you drink it out of the can. If you drink it out of the can, like this is completely fucked.
yeah.
It just tastes wrong.
That's what I was drinking it out of, is the can. I didn't actually like pour it out in anything.
Yeah, when you pour it out, it makes like the bubbles do. I don't know. You can actually like taste. It tastes a little different, I guess. I don't really know how to describe it.
So, I know when I was reading about it, they said that like apparently they made it because they wanted to appeal to people who apparently don't like to drink soda because the carbonation is too strong for them. So they wanted something like this, so it's smoother, and it is like a lot smoother. But if you're a regular soda drinker, then yeah, it does come off a little bit just like, oh, it's like a flat soda.
Yeah, you're definitely probably not gonna like it if you like to inject Coca-Cola into your veins.
How about Coca-Cola in your ass?
What about Coke into your eyeball? And I don't even mean the soda. I mean fucking cocaine.
Yeah, that's why you're blind in one eye, right?
Yeah, I'm blind in my third eye.
Was it worth it?
Yeah. It feels so good.
I wish you would come back from that ledge, my friend.
All right. So that was our segment of Cody tries it.
Tries a new soda.
What's the final review on the Pepsi Nitro?
I think I would actually give it a thumbs up. Barely.
Which flavor is it?
It's the standard one. They're the regular one. I don't know why I said standard.
Standard.
It's the regular one. I have a vanilla one downstairs, but I probably won't drink it till tomorrow. So,
all right. Well, there you go, folks. Be sure to come on, Pepsi. Give us a sponsorship. Come on now.
I'm hoping like next time when we do the Batman episode in 2 weeks, that
We'll pick up a sponsor.
yeah, I'm gonna like try to email a couple times Dr. Squash like, hey, look, I bought 3 of these, and can you give us a couple retweets for the episode, please?
Can you give us some free soap so we can wash our balls?
That's so cool. I mean, I like the soap, Cody. What I did was, I used the soap, but I kept the boxes inside the box.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
I
didn't
did.
use it as
I
weight.
did the same thing. I'm running low on my Batman one now, though.
Yeah.
See, I'm debating. I was thinking about doing that too.
What do you think about what do you think about the little Hot Wheel cars?
They're neat. The Riddler van is a little weird.
I know, because he didn't have a vehicle.
It's
with
his
him.
pedophile van. that
Well,
he used.
I was at Walmart the other day too, and I saw a Catwoman car, and
Yeah.
it just looks like a standard car. It's like, how is this Catwoman's car exactly?
It's because we put a fucking label on it and we're selling it.
Yeah, it's just we put damn it, what is her name? Zoe Kravitz. Yeah. We put her on the package.
Get
so.
away. Yeah. I want to get away.
Dating Channing Tatum, actually.
It's funny.
Zoe Kravitz?
Yeah.
No, Channing Tatum's married to.
Wait,
Is he?
Yeah.
So the lady that played
Catwoman.
is the daughter of Lenny Kravitz?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I want to get away.
Shit, my microphone.
American woman.
Bum, bum, bum.
Gonna suck my dick. Yeah.
No, he's dating her. They divorced in 2019. Him and his wife.
Oh, so Channing Tatum is dating her?
Yeah, they are. They started dating in 2021.
So, do you guys like Lenny Kravitz's music?
Not really.
Okay. Because me and my girlfriend had this point of contention about how much I hate his songs.
I don't think I've ever
Yeah.
listened to his
Well, I think
music.
it's enough to like for you to stay in Tennessee. To be honest with you, we're remotely. I mean, I think it's fine. You can move in and meet my dad at school, man.
American woman.
No, I've never been like. I mean, it's not like I'll turn. He's a channel turner, meaning when I hear his music, I turn it over to another channel.
Wait.
I turned that shit to 105 on the cop.
What?
Does he do American Woman?
Yeah, he did a cover of it.
Oh,
He didn't do the
okay.
original.
Okay. I was thinking, I was like,
If you hear a bad cover of American Woman where there's no solo, then that is.
I pulled him up on Apple Music. 'Cause I've never listened to anything of his, I don't think. But the top 3 songs are Fly Away.
Yeah, he did that one.
Are you going
I
to
wanna
go?
go to Milky Way or even Mars.
And are you going to go my way and American
I ain't gonna
Woman?
go my way.
I'll bet you $5 Cody's gonna listen to the songs. Like, I actually like them.
He's like, these are actually badass.
Cody's like, Cody's like,
You know,
it's very subversive, kind of like the Batman in the Last Jedi.
I
love
never
these
heard of Lenny Kravitz until the Hunger Games.
Wait, he was in the Hunger?
Yeah, he plays Fuck, man, I can't remember his name now. Senna, I
Peter.
think he plays Senna.
Yeah, okay. I don't really remember. They always have funny names.
He's the one that like is Jennifer Lawrence's like personal stylist or whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I remember him.
He kind of looks like a very manly version of The Weeknd.
Gonna suck my dick.
But with worse music, because I actually like some of the Weeknd stuff.
There's one Weeknd song that's that Blinding Light. Because I like making fun, and I'll start dancing it, and my girlfriend would be like, "You stop." I usually dance out of the corner of her eye, and when she looks over, I stop. Just to like get her attention. And she's like, I saw you do that at the time. Yeah, if you fucking record me, so it doesn't matter.
Now I like a lot of that stuff on that album, particularly because it has a lot of that '80s influence in it.
And Cody's like, I was born in '92, baby.
I was born in '92, but hey, you know that
basically an '80s kid.
The 80s,
I'm an '80s kid. You know what I'm saying?
The '80s, like new wave and just like the pop scene in general. I think a lot of that music held up really well. I don't really like a lot of like the hair metal stuff, but
you don't like yeah, hair metal's usually shit. I don't like really Motley Crue, which might get me to some hot water if anybody listens to these and it's like, I thought you were a real metalhead, bro. It's like, nah, sorry, I don't like Poison or Whitesnake.
Yeah,
Motley Crue.
You like White Zombie?
I like
more human than
I like Rob Zombie.
He's kind of an asshole when it comes to that. I think he's got the exclusive rights to the White Zombie shit too. Like, so he doesn't have to share royalties.
Is that his band's name?
Yeah. The White Zombie. No, White Zombie was his first band. He took the stage name Rob Zombie.
That's cool.
While doing it, and then he became a solo act.
Kind of like Ozzy Osbourne. Except I guess Ozzy got kicked out of.
Yeah, I think he got kicked out of Sabbath and they replaced him with like Dio.
And,
which Dio era Sabbath is actually pretty damn good.
Well, Genesis kicked out Peter Gabriel, who's a fucking awesome singer.
Yeah.
And replaced him with the drummer Phil Collins.
Yeah.
What's his name? I've been sorry. Go ahead. What?
I was just singing.
Okay,
a song.
No, I've been stuck on this song from a band called Mammoth. YVH. It's Wolfgang Van Halen, Eddie Van Halen's son.
Yeah.
And it's his solo band. And he was part of Van Halen like the last 14 years since he was like 16 years old. Mm-hmm. And he wrote this song called Distance. It's about his dad dying. It's like really fucking good, but I didn't realize that they had two real famous lead singers in Van Halen as well. Sammy Hagar and I can't remember the other dude. I said famous, I don't remember his name right now.
Yeah, Sammy Hagar is the only one I can think of. But that's only because Daughtry references it in a song.
Oh, Sammy Hagar.
I'll tell you the name real quick. I'll kill your shark for you.
We'll do that, and we should probably start transitioning towards the main topic of this.
What's the main topic of this? Oh, it's David Lee Roth. Yes,
David Lee Roth.
Singer.
That's the name of that guy who goes around Clarksville and steals shit.
Yeah. But he was the original David Lee Roth. He was the original lead singer of them. Then Sammy came in and says, "Here, hold my dick.
I'm holding penis.
Down,
Stay away from me.
Down, I'm
holding my ball sack."
All right. Today we're going to talk about the 18th century Forrest Gump.
Yeah. So the movie I picked was the Stanley Kubrick directed 1975 movie Barry Lyndon. Yeah, Barry. Barry McDaniel, the Dollar General Market manager. This is his biopic. The story of his life. But so this movie stars Patrick McGee, right?
No, Ryan O'Neal.
Ryan O'Neal. I don't know why the fuck.
Like Patrick McGee.
So it was a vaguely like.
That's a vaguely Irish name.
Yeah, somewhere Irish in there. Even though the main character he's American.
Yeah, Ryan O'Neal, Marissa Berenson, Patrick McGee. Patrick McGee.
Okay, yeah, he is in there then. I forget who he plays though.
Leonard Roser, Hardy Kruger. A mixture of Jeff Hardy and Freddy Krueger.
They're in that.
The McGee. What was his name? He said he's a Chevalier, the fake guy who helps escape.
Yeah, the gambler, the guy who introduces our main character into gambling.
I think that it's we'll get into it.
Yeah,
there's difference in the book and that.
Yeah, I haven't even read a synopsis on the book. I think the book might be something I'm interested in because
sexually.
Yeah, I might jack off on.
I don't know. It depends if you're into 19th century literature because I think the book was written in like the 1870s.
Yeah, it was written in the 18. Yeah, it was written in like 1840 or 50 or something. I think.
1885.
Like I don't know. I mean that stuff doesn't bother me. I tried to read Moby Dick once, but then life got in the way and I couldn't read it anymore.
Like you lost your sight and they didn't make a braille version.
I lost my hands and then I couldn't pick up the book and read it. So we've had our discussion about Stanley Kubrick, I think, multiple times, and it's always been a point of contention. I think
how he's a dickhead.
Yeah, he is a dick.
Well, and here's the funny thing. Let me read this for the review of this movie.
Yeah, he was active in a time where being a film director and being a dick would not get you into trouble. So, and he
would definitely get canceled now.
Yeah, if he was alive today and what he did to like Shelley Duvall and stuff like came out today, like he would definitely be barred from the industry.
Yeah.
But I guess separating an artist and their art.
Well, he would be barred from the industry, like you said, if it came out, because Hollywood likes to protect their crown jewels.
Yeah, exactly.
This is Martin Scorsese's favorite Kubrick film.
Of course it is. Oh, okay, all right. Thank you for bringing up Scorsese.
Hey, Cody, settle down, man.
This motherfucker.
Daddy, chill.
He talks about cinema's dead and all this bullshit. If this is the cinema that he wants, then he can fucking have it.
This movie's actually good, though.
This movie sucks. It is
boring
as fuck. Like, it is awful.
It was a fun drama. It was a fun period drama.
There's a lot that I feel like could have got cut out.
Watching it, I definitely saw the Forrest Gump comparison that you
yeah, I mean, just in the beginning. I mean, that's just something. The beginning is like mostly just funny. It's just about this like Irish bastard like rake,
incestuous piece of shit.
Well, I mean, he's Irish. He grows as a character, though. The thing about this movie is that the main character is well, he's kind of a dick.
Yeah,
but he's a fully realized character, though, because there's instances where where he'll go from like beating the shit out of his stepson, like in completely like terribly.
I don't think it was terrible. The kid kept mouthing off.
Well, the kid was pissed off because it like fucking.
He was pissed off, and he's like, "This is not my father." I get that, so he gets spanked.
Yeah. Well, his dad was just like an old dirty, a common like Irish like fucking startup who like came from nothing, who just like lied his way into like. Okay, so the way the social structure works.
I'm sorry, I just want to make sure. Are we talking about the boy's original dad, the old man? Or are we talking about Barry?
We're not talking about this. The reason why he's mad at Barry, this Barry's stepson or whatever.
Yeah, because he thinks he's a swindler, and he is.
Yeah, because Barry. Yeah.
But also, this kid's very unlikable, though.
Yeah, well.
And it was just like, so we disrespect him, cool, I get it, but they act like he had this abuse. I'm like, he just got fucking caned, man. If I get abused, I get smacked in the fucking head.
Well, he did eventually get smacked in the head and beat the shit out of him.
He also embarrassed his mother in front of him. So I get that. And Barry, none of those people are likable.
Yeah, and that ties
the boy, Barry, his own kid who's a fucking brat, the wife who fucking sat down and did nothing but spread her legs, and really didn't have much character arc.
His kid isn't a brat, though. His kid's just a kid.
No, it's a fucking brat. He said, "That's my pencil." And he's like,
yeah, I mean, he's just being a
trouble.
dick because he's a kid.
Being a fucking asshole.
Yeah, I mean, kids are assholes sometimes. I mean, really, the only thing that was like negative about that scene, or that I see anybody being a dick, was just Barry Lyndon coming in and being like, "Oh, fuck you, don't touch my kid," and punching him in the fucking head.
Well, Barry didn't come in. It was the tutor that did. And then he was just in the room getting spanked by Barry at that point. Barry didn't come in there, from what I remember.
No, he walked in and then saw him, like, spanking his son. And then he, like...
You sure Barry saw? I thought it was just a tutor.
Yeah, he was the one who walked in. He was like, "What's going on down there?"
I think that was the tutor.
No, the tutor left.
Well, the tutor came back and went, "I told you couldn't touch him."
I told you couldn't.
What's going on down here? Let me get in on it.
Yeah, he's like, "Please spank me too."
Please. Mr. Lyndon.
But there's a bunch of stuff in here that's like, I don't know.
There's plenty to discuss in this movie.
Yeah.
This was my first time watching this. Go and get the first time thing. First time I ever watched it. First time I ever heard of it.
Yeah.
Yada yada yada. What about you, Cody?
Same. And it was again. There's stuff. There's stuff to talk about it, but
Cody, calm down.
All right.
Daddy,
calm down.
What the hell is even that? Was this your first time?
Yeah, definitely.
The dark.
Yeah, so the reason I picked it was because I had planned on watching it a while ago, because I've always been really interested in the setting. And it was a Kubrick movie I hadn't seen before, and there's still plenty of those that I plan on crossing off. Maybe not on here, but in my own time.
I mean, I love Kubrick's The Shining. Well, I used to, but I still like it.
Yeah.
But a lot of, like, you know, with this movie, my thing is, you know, the BBC Radio did a radio production of it, but they did a more condensed version, and it was only 2 hours long. And this movie didn't have to be 3 hours. There's some shit like
this movie right here that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it was a little more condensed. They followed the book a little more closely. Like the difference is, Barry is the narrator in the book, so it is very much Forrest Gump. Like, he's narrating his own life.
And he's supposed to be in the book. Like, from just what I've read, I didn't like really read the synopsis or anything. I just read that in it, he's an unreliable narrator. He's basically like lying about a lot of what happens.
And the thing is that they say that the narrator in the movie is somewhat unreliable too. I'm like, I don't think that's. I didn't get that from.
Yeah, I didn't really get that either. I don't know what they're talking. I mean, the narrator's like, he has like a dry humor to him, and like he's kind of blunt sometimes.
Yeah, it says an
omniscient.
Omniscient, though possibly unreliable. Like,
he might possibly. I didn't
get that
because
feeling
the thing is when you're watching the movie, it's like you're viewing it like through an objective lens. I don't see how the narrator could.
Yeah, I think that's something they just try to carry over from the book that didn't count. And then the sergeant, the dude in the army that kissed me, but boy, it's the last time.
Oh yeah, his the captain. What's his face?
Yeah, his family friend.
Yeah.
In the book, it's actually his uncle.
Yeah.
And he recognized. I think it's his uncle. And I guess his uncle deserted too, or some shit. And the guy at the end, who introduced him into the gambling part.
Yeah.
That's actually his uncle in disguise in the book.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Like, hold on. I'm fucking just all over the place. Sorry, you keep going. I'm sorry.
All right. But yeah, this, I don't remember what my first plot point was, but,
the book's called Luck of Barry Lyndon.
Yeah.
Luck of Barry McGinn.
So, yeah, our character, this movie opens with our character. I guess we can just start kind of like wrapping up the plot. There's a lot to talk about, a lot of like really cool, memorable scenes and stuff. Yeah, this is like a really heavy character drama, like period piece. I would say if you're not really into like character dramas, that this would probably turn you off. But
well, if you're not into character dramas, it's definitely going to turn you off. Even if you are, like, you know, never mind. Again, like we draw this comparison to Forrest Gump, which it's also a character drama.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I didn't mean anything when I said that.
I know,
it just clicked, though.
Yeah,
it really did.
It's like this movie's just supposed to be like.
That's how advanced you are, Owen. I would never have made a connection whatsoever for that. The whole part, like going back to the original book, that he's the narrator of the book and could be somewhat unreliable, whereas Forrest Gump, he can be also unreliable in his narration. Is like, that's a fucking 1-to-1 comparison.
And they
I mean, obviously this is a classical movie.
And they are, in a sense, they're not exactly the same because it's a much more limited space that is covered in this movie or this story, but it still has that same kind of feel. Like, oh, well, this event happened, so he's got to go. He's hopping to this, and it's like all these like disparate events that just happen, and it's sort of like
he kind of just bumbles into stuff.
Yeah, but to me,
the main character doesn't have like any agency in the beginning. Like, he's just kind of lets people decide for himself.
Yeah, but the main difference between the two to me is that Forrest Gump is actually a likable character, and Barry Lyndon is not.
I agree that.
Hey, I gotta make a joke real quick, because at the beginning of the movie, he's in love with his older cousin.
Yeah, which is, I mean, to be fair, like, did you see those titties though?
I would like the record to show that I love my girlfriend very much, and I will not make another comment like that on this podcast.
But
I'm
did
going to
see
face
the
a rep.
titties.
I didn't know that the cousin loving wasn't only in Birmingham, Alabama, but also Birmingham, England. You know what I'm saying? Because there is some cousin loving. I know they're in Ireland. That kills the joke, but Also, Forrest Gump's from Alabama, so who knows? Jenny could have been his cousin. So maybe these movies aren't too different, Cody.
Well, he was Irish. It was a choice between either the sheep or his cousin. Okay, it was he only had two options.
And that one thing, like I said, there wasn't, other than the captain, who was his family friend that kind of took care of him in the British Army.
Yeah,
everybody in this fucking movie was really unlikable. Like, from a character perspective, in my opinion. That's just me. He was the only one because he actually looked out for Barry. He told him the truth.
Yeah.
And was trying to discourage him from going into that duel at the beginning of the movie. It was the only one.
Yeah, it was his cousin?
No, it was him. He was the one discouraging. He's like, come on, boy, you're fought over your cousin who's throwing herself at every man in the land.
Barry Lyndon in this movie, so his dad dies in the beginning in a duel. Well, that's what everybody did at this time.
Which is really fucking stupid.
Yeah. Well, they did it in, it's been...
I've seen it in Looney Tunes.
Yeah. They did it in Looney Tunes. They did it
in Looney Tunes first. And this movie took inspiration from Looney Tunes.
There was a former vice president of the United States who got killed in a duel.
Yeah, in the South and in colonial
George
America,
Bush?
It was like a big thing, too.
Or Al Gore.
Yeah, that's right.
It was Dick Cheney, because he shot that guy. With this fucking shotgun. But,
fucking, that was on point.
So, yeah, his dad dies, and you said that, like, the likable characters are definitely the captain, not the one that he duels, because that guy's a dick. And
he's a fucking coward, too. I think he kind of seemed wormly.
Yeah, and that's kind of what makes you... I think you're supposed to root for Barry Lyndon in instances, and you're supposed to not like him in other instances. So when he duels the captain, you're like, fuck yeah, just fuck him up, because he's a wormy piece of shit. But then you realize that he's just trying to, like, fuck his cousin. So it's like, what's the fucking point, dude?
Let me ask you this real quick. Well, for this episode, can we just, like, discuss the movie instead of going through a plot?
Yeah, absolutely.
And another thing, let me go ahead and hold the microphone and tell everybody this. Yeah. Most of the time, people, when you look at a Wikipedia plot summary, the movie has a lot more that's not in the plot because someone's just typing out a couple paragraphs. That's it. If you read the Wikipedia summary, it literally covers the 3-hour plot, not missing a fucking beat because there's a lot of still motion pictures in this thing.
Yeah. And we could talk about
shots. Yeah, and it's just funny because there's a lot of comments like, this movie's a masterpiece. You know what? I'll get into my discussions a little bit later. Yeah. But, so yeah. So if you want the plot, pull up Barry Lyndon, Lyndon, on Wikipedia and just look at the plot. And that's the plot of the movie. We're just going to discuss the movie because there's a lot about these characters I don't like, and I like to get off my chest and my pubes. So I'm back to Owen.
Okay, but so
back to Lance now. So I'm just messing with you.
So, but like you said, I think the captain is a likable character. I think
except that kiss was kind of weird, man.
Yeah, there is a lot of like yeah, I think that is kind of an element that is played in this movie.
Those two guys, like...
Those two guys in the lake.
Oh,
yeah,
Jonathan.
That was supposed to... Yeah, that was supposed to be funny.
It was hilarious.
He takes his coat and the horse from the... Oh, Jonathan, please don't leave me again. I think there is definitely an element that either is playing with kind of this, like, homoerotic element, but...
Which is probably... I mean, it's more acceptable, especially then in... European cinema.
Yeah.
It's
well,
I
don't know if it is because like I've read like a lot about this period and stuff, and even stuff that was contemporarily written. And back then, like even handshaking somebody was seen as kind of weird, but they were like really sentimental. So I could see how like if you had like a father figure or something that you would kiss him on the mouth or something.
Yeah, that thing was just a little weird. That part because. When he kissed him before, he just kind of kissed him on the cheek.
Yeah, and that's
but maybe that was a goodbye
show.
Kiss.
Yeah, it's kind of to show that the attachment he had
maybe
grown.
That's where the mafia got the kiss of death from.
Yeah, like, he's like, you're already dead, so I guess I have to kiss you.
But he's extremely likable, like almost like a fucking cool ass uncle.
Now, what did you guys think about the gambler character who has all the really gaudy makeup?
I really didn't have. So was he actually the spy they were talking about? Was he just a gambler just in disguise? Because remember, the Prussian people were thinking he was some kind of spy for another government, but he actually wasn't. He was just like some some dude pretending to be kind of royalty, wasn't he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just what it is.
Okay, I didn't have a problem. I thought it was cool. I'm glad he got Barry out. I had read accidentally in the plot summary that he escapes in the night, and that Barry's the one that escaped. And I saw Barry's face. I'm like, he looks just like fucking Barry. That's not a good disguise, but those guys would fucking know.
They fell for
but
it.
I didn't have I guess a kind of a neutral opinion. I didn't have one. Yeah. I didn't hate him. I'm glad he got Barry out because obviously Barry thought he was visible.
Like a really. I think he was like a somewhat memorable character in his like mannerisms and stuff, and I ended up liking him. And I'm pretty sure you're supposed to, because those are that, and then the Prussian officer are like Barry's father figures that he gets throughout the movie.
Dude, I didn't really get that feeling the Prussian guy.
Yeah,
the Prussian guy's just an asshole.
He's kind of an asshole because he like tricks him a little bit, but.
And the thing is, like, even when Barry, I'm sorry, Cody, chime in whenever you want, man. I'm not trying to take away. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
The Prussian, like, even when they're giving him the award, which is just some coins for money, they're even insulting him. It's like, I don't think.
Well, that was to be fair, that was the colonel, not the.
I'm not saying
Prussian
him,
captain.
But the guy that he's like, you are a deserter. I'm like, holy shit, people! Have you seen the fucking the attack the British people were doing in the army? This is like, let's march. And as they're getting mowed down, people just keep marching. I'm like, how fucking this is like the most passive aggressive blitzkrieg I've ever seen in my fucking life.
That is, I mean, that happened. There were some charges and stuff that are kind of like that. And
I've seen the Patriot.
The Patriot's incredibly inaccurate. That's probably the only thing I would have against this, and it's like a history nerd shit where I think that the tactics shown with like the war were kind of
in the Patriot.
Well, yeah, definitely in this movie.
Okay, I just want to make sure because I mentioned the Patriot. I didn't know if you were still like my bad.
No, but I think that the portrayal of this era of combat is kind of wrong. But oh well.
No, the combat but I didn't have a problem with him deserting, like get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
I think him nestling up to that Dutch apple pie that he did for a couple days.
Yeah.
Probably screwed him. It didn't make much sense because the passage of time is not super clear unless the narrator says something. Because he's only with her for a couple days, quote unquote, but he's delivering orders to a general that's been dead for 10 months. Which doesn't make sense. Like, was he fucking her for 10 months?
No.
Was it some bang ass pussy?
I think he just came up with that general's name. I don't think that's
he didn't actually look at the paper.
Yeah.
How stupid is he then? Didn't he look at the papers? I guess because they're probably sealed and they have to keep sealed.
Yeah. I think they mentioned who they're delivering the papers to. I think he just came up with that, like, as a means to try and,
I think the dude in the pond was like, I gotta deliver it to the prince. I thought it was.
Yeah, I think he said like Prince Henry or something.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I need to.
But
General Wallace.
Yeah, he runs across the Prussian people. He wasn't going to Prussia. They were just marching on the same day. You're going the wrong way. Yeah. And then Barry was just lying himself into a corner because he hadn't mastered the art of lying.
Yeah.
Didn't he learn how to fake his orgasm?
Exactly.
I'm just kidding.
That's the hardest thing to do as a man, is fake your orgasms. Yeah, I always keep a turkey baster with me.
Cody, at this point, do you have any opinions on the characters that's not going to completely shit on the movie, i.e. Charlie and Chocolate Factory?
I mean, I guess I agree that his uncle was likable. I mean, that
actually wasn't his uncle. Like in the movie, in the book, it is.
Yeah. Oh,
I looked at the quick synopsis, and they're pretty similar, but it is like I think his uncle is the one that also deserted the army, and
okay, I got
he's
you.
Redmond Barry.
It's not the captain that he French kissed as he passed away.
Hey! Yeah, that was true love there.
Yeah, that wasn't his. In the movie, his uncle is the guy who's at the head of the table when he throws the glass at that other British officer.
Captain, the cowardly line.
Yeah, the one he shoots with the tallow.
Yeah,
or whatever the fuck.
It sounded like he was saying. It sounded like he was saying you shot him with a full toe. What?
Oh yeah, it wasn't tallow. It was I forget what the fuck. It's like fat or some shit.
Yeah. You shot him with toe.
You shot him with a big fucking tub of lards.
Oh, I lied. The captain's not his uncle in the book.
Yeah.
But I keep wanting to say chauffeur. That's not how you fucking say it. The guy who introduces him to gambling in the book, in the movie, that's supposed to be his uncle. Yeah. And it says After several months passed, a stranger traveling under Austrian protection arrives in Berlin. Redmond is asked to spy on the stranger, an older man called Chevalier de Balaberry. He immediately realizes that this is his uncle, the adventurer who disappeared many years ago. The uncle arranges to smuggle his nephew out of Prussia, and this is soon done. The two Irishmen and accomplice wander around Europe, gambling and spending as they go. Mm-hmm. So that guy is actually supposed to be, I guess, another uncle. Yeah. So sorry, I didn't mean to fuck up, but his lieutenant, Fackenham. The wounded man is the mad Corporal Barry. Yeah, rise up. Oh, okay. So yeah, never mind. The whole thing.
I think the first half of this, I guess we'll just talk about it in halves, because that's basically how I watched it. Because I had to get up and go to work, like right as the intermission happened. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was hoping, because there's a war movie my dad likes called Battle of the Bulge. I've talked to you about it.
Battle of the Notice's Bulge.
Yes, of Hitler's Bulge. And there's an intermission in it, but it's actually like the full-length intermission they would have shown in theaters. It's really fucking long. You can skip it or fast forward on VHS. Yeah. And when I saw intermission, I'm like, oh man, is that gonna be like 15 minutes off this movie? And then it literally just went to the next scene. I'm like, fuck! This is a 3 hours and 4 minute long movie. I'm like, oh god, I gotta pee. Let me pause it.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't feel that long to me, but like I said, I don't know. I was invested in both the period and the incredibly beautiful shots that this movie has. God damn. There's a couple of scenes where like I had to be like, damn, that looks really pretty. Like all the shots of their castle that they live in later in the movie look just great. And I mean, I'm not even talking yet about like the shots that look like the paintings of the time. It's all the like cinematography of the characters is based on like William Hogarth paintings, where like there's shots where, you know, just how the extras are like positioned in their expressions and stuff just tells how the tone of the scene is supposed to be and stuff. It's just really cool.
There's a lot of makeup in this movie.
Yeah, well, that fits with the time period. Yeah.
I just think it's funny how every dude wears a fucking wig.
Yeah,
because obviously the time period, everybody's got to look like George Washington.
Yeah. Well, it's usually either a wig or they did their hair like that. Like,
yeah. But obviously the men that don't have good hair follicles didn't do their hair like that.
Yeah, they usually wore a wig then.
But Barry. Okay.
Had a little lamb.
The chick. Yeah. What'd you say, Cody? I'm sorry.
I said had a little lamb.
He is Irish. So.
He is Irish. He fucks his cousin.
I'm sorry. He is Irish. Barry fucked a little lamb.
Yeah. Oh, sweet Jesus.
I just came. I think my orgasm was cheap.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Yeah, there isn't a whole lot of drinking in this movie for an Irish character. You're kind of fucked up.
This was before Guinness was invented.
Yeah.
The chick he marries, the Duchess or whatever. What's her name?
The Duchess of Berryville or whatever the fuck.
She is the Duchess of Berryville.
Yeah, it's literally called like his thief or his thief or the guy who dies, the dad of Barry's stepson. His fucking title is literally like Lord of Berryville.
Let's see here. Just want to make sure.
Lord of Berryville.
Berryville. Hell yeah.
So Charles Lyndon.
Yeah. That should be him right there.
Yeah. What's her name? Lady Lyndon.
Yeah, Lady Lyndon. There you go.
She kind of reminds me of, and no disrespect to this actress, but she kind of reminds me of like the Shelley Duvall of this movie from the 70s.
they do look
somewhat
similar.
She looks nicer. You know, Shelley's got this kind of like fucked up teeth. I'm not trying to be mean.
Yeah,
and she doesn't say much in this movie.
Yeah.
And the one acting scene she really does is when she's crying, and the rest of the time she's usually just staring at.
Yeah,
she's very aloof and shit like that. I'm very confused about her feelings for Barry. Like, at the end of the movie, when she's signing the checks, is she just, like, breathing because she's relieved this is over, he's out of my life, or does she miss him? or is it just some kind of like twisted like thing? Like she's still mourning. Obviously, she's mourning the loss of her child.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of confusing. Like I said, she doesn't say much, and her dress is like it's very suggestive.
Well, yeah,
there's not a lot of substance there.
Almost, yeah.
Because I'm
those dresses are designed basically to give like some good cleavage. Yeah.
And the funny thing was like when she's taking a bath, I'm like, she's literally wearing a bath gown inside the bathtub.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like,
there's quite a few bits.
How is that comfortable? Is what I'm kind of thinking to myself. I'm like, because the thing's just kind of floating, and just like, I don't know. I thought about I think about really dumb details about these movies sometimes, and I can't help it. My favorite part of the movie was literally like the British Army part.
Yeah.
Like for me, my favorite part of the movie is literally when he beats that redheaded dude's ass in front of everybody. Like it's almost like him gaining respect of the army people.
Oh yeah.
Little fight when he starts making jokes about his wife.
He's definitely, when he's younger, he's like got this very combative attitude.
And it's kind of funny because his future stepson's got that combative attitude. So it's kind of like a fulfilling of the prophecy. Almost.
Yeah, I felt bad for that for the stepson up until the point where like Barry takes a shot into the ground and he's like, "I'm still not satisfied."
I'm like, you fucking pain.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I would have like went over there with the fucking gun and just started like whamming it into his head.
Yeah, like he's such a fucking pussy. Like,
yeah, like I felt like legitimately pretty bad for him. I was like, okay, I could see where he's coming from, and then that happened. And I was like, okay, I guess he was still like decent enough to give him like fucking like 500 guineas a year, which is like a lot of money back then, but still, like, fucking, he was gonna let you live, and you just fucking, I don't know.
Barry could have shot his ass and killed him.
Yeah,
and I think in that moment,
and that was his like character growth. He was supposed to be doing something good, but he, no good deed goes unpunished. Like this is like the first good thing he's ever done in his life, probably, and like he's gonna get like just fucked over.
Yeah, and I think he didn't want to kill him because it's like, I don't want to take my wife's other son away, because it's also her son too.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, he's sitting there like shaking and like throwing up and shit,
like a fucking pansy.
Yeah.
And to be fair, if I was being faced with a gun too, I would be pissing my pants. I'm not saying that, but the way the actor has a very unlikable face who plays this older stepson. Yeah. Very unlikable, and he's just like, I'm not satisfied. I'm like, Barry should just randomly just start beating his ass like he did in front of everybody.
Just pull out a sword and start cutting him up.
Look, Barry.
Scene was like really tense too. Like I love how they had like the little doves in it.
Yeah.
And every time they would shoot, like they would flitter around and stuff. I don't know why doves were in there, but it was just really cool, and a really cool effect to like their gunshots and stuff.
Barry did what he did. He found a rich woman. He came. He conquered. He came in her, had a kid, spent all of her fucking money, and he fucking left.
He spent all of her money.
So it's like, you know what? Hey, he did it. He did everything he could.
Well, he treated her like shit too.
Yeah, she wasn't. I mean, he should have just been like, I don't know, man.
He like cheated on her constantly.
Yeah, of course. I mean, why not?
I mean, he didn't even go into like the situation like he.
I don't think he was the only man doing that.
Yeah, definitely not. That's definitely something that was common at that part. Like I know a lot of in that era, the upper class and like the gentry and stuff, they didn't marry because of love. They married because of
title.
Yeah, like titles and downies or whatever the fuck they're called.
Dowries.
Yeah, there you go.
There's an old saying. Instead of getting married,
why
buy the cow if you can get the milk for free?
He who fills the pie the most shall reap the rewards.
Is this like American Pie reference, Cody?
No.
I know, I'm fucking with you,
Cody. It's a cream pie reference.
He has sex with a sandwich.
I was thinking, like, look, why buy the cow if you can get the milk for free? So why get married, right? So it's like he's just milking all the cows on the property when he's fucking on the women.
Yeah.
We technically didn't see him fucking women. He kissed the woman passionately.
Yeah.
Well, passionately for Barry. At that point, Barry's like, I got all the money.
He's like, I just need to bust a fucking nut.
I wish we found out what happened to his figurehead uncle the gambler.
Yeah, he kind of disappears, which is one thing that I don't know. I mean, I guess we didn't really need anything from him from then on, but I don't know. It would have been cool to like see
him kiss him too when he died.
Yeah, exactly. When
Kiss me, my boy. We'll never see each other again.
A leg cut off.
Why? That is like. I like how the doctor's looking at it.
Yeah.
Your arteries, like, have been severed. Your bones are smashed. Oh, thanks, Doc. Can I get a second opinion?
Why do you need to cut it off? But yeah, so very.
Hey, real quick. I'm sorry. One last question.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the accountant, the one that's got the really bad comb over, kind of looks like me. If that guy plays in The Shining, doesn't he?
I think there's a couple characters that show up in later Kubrick movies.
Yeah, let me go ahead. I need that.
Yeah. I don't know. This movie wasn't that long for me, but like I said, I thought the first half was just really funny. It wasn't really funny, but there were a lot of funny bits in that. I liked the highwayman scene where the highwaymen are just like, "I'm afraid, chap, we'll have to take your horse," and stuff. He's just like the most polite robber ever. Like, that's like a really cool moment because it's just full of character with that guy. When I think, in any other movie, it would have just been pretty clean cut and done. They would have just been like, "All right, hand over your shit." But
that guy who played the accountant was Dilbert Grady in The Shining.
Yeah,
the butler. That was him. I thought I knew that dude was fucking. He's played in 3 consecutive Kubrick movies. He was in Clockwork Orange, Buried Lyndon, and in The Shining.
Clockwork Orange is pretty good. I like that movie. What else do I have to say? I already talked about the cinematography. A lot of the shots are just really.
Like, what are some of your favorite shots? Because I saw that, but
there's the one where, of course, this one's. I think every fucking like Redditor talks about this one shot. Or that's a big thing about this movie that you hear a lot of people talk about. It's like, oh well, the cinematography looks beautiful and shit. I mean, like, I don't know. Hearing that all the time, I don't know. I don't even know what point I'm trying to make here.
Did you not agree with that?
No, I totally agree with it. I just feel like that's not the only strength this movie has. It's just something that I think a lot of people fall back on now. Like, Redditors won't shut the fuck up about it. But, I mean, it is really beautiful. Some of my favorite shots were, there's the one where the stepson comes in to challenge Barry to a duel, and he's sitting on the couch, and his like legs are all like flopped out, and he's like slouching in his thing, and there's like he has a little table next to him with some like beer bottles spilt over and stuff. There's the one where they're out on the lake and he's fishing with his son, and the way the shot, like, it just has like this goose and like right next to the boat, and I don't know, that's really crazy. Like, all the shots, it's just astounding to me how he was able to make these look like paintings, these real life moving pictures. It was just really cool. There was that one, and like I said, any shot of like the castle and stuff all look really cool. The colors in this movie were great, and so was the lighting. I don't know if you guys heard or saw anything about the lighting. It's all natural in this movie.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. They didn't because the big thing back then was they didn't have, like, at nighttime the only thing you could do was light candles. So that's how like people saw the world back then at night. Yeah. So Stanley Kubrick wanted to keep it all natural. Yeah, he wanted to keep it authentic. So in dark time or nighttime shots, everything is just lit by candles, and they had to get a special lens created by NASA in order to capture the to be able to capture the night scenes with the candles and stuff and make them look, presentable. Yeah, there's that, and I really like the music in this. It's not original, but it really fits a lot of the scenes. I just really enjoy it. I'm a sucker for the harpsichord, though. So
this right, I'm looking at the comments because some of the comments come across as just kind of like, I don't know, people trying to feel like they know more about movies.
There's a lot of like,
prudish people that like
there's a lot of stupid Redditors, and I think that because that's like the closest thing I could describe them. Basically, is like Kubrick attracts this fandom, which is part of the reason why I could see how like you guys could kind of get annoyed with it. Is there's a lot of like dumbass Redditors who like watch Kubrick and are like, oh man, fucking the auteur. And I love Kubrick. I think his movies are great, but I don't know. There's just something about the way that like fucking movie Redditors present their opinions and shit that's just so fucking annoying.
They're like overly pretentious about things.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me read this to you. Okay, this is a comment from Michael Ramirez. I've never seen such a perfect film. That's his only comment. Then there's also a complete and utter masterpiece.
To be fair, these aren't reviews; these are just YouTube comments.
Yeah. Let's see here. There's one that I was like, okay, you said that every scene in this film is like a painting. ...
I mean, yeah, a lot of the shots are like really beautiful. Yeah, not every scene, I would say. There's some that are just shot conventional.
I don't know, and I think a lot of the people that you're seeing comment on the YouTube, you're looking at the YouTube comments, right?
No, I'm looking at the Pornhub comment.
So I think a lot of the comments.
I told you there's like cousin love on this shit, you know.
A lot of the
cousin, I'm stuck in the washing machine.
I'm stuck in the hand washer.
A lot of the comments on there are probably from just these, again, pretentious film fans who they go there specifically to see that movie. Meanwhile, I don't think a lot of people have ever even heard of this fucking movie. I mean, Lance and I, neither one of us have heard of this movie before.
Yeah, and it had a $12 million budget. It only did $20 million in the box office.
It probably deserved less, but you know.
And I want to say these pretentious fans remind us a lot of the MCU fans.
Remind me a lot of myself.
Of myself. Yeah.
No, I mean, like I said, I enjoyed the movie.
No, I'm not. I mean, anything I say, I want to make sure I'm not trying to take a dig at you. This isn't me digging at you like I did Cody with that shitty ass movie you picked. Mm-hmm.
Cody deserves it.
And to be quite honest with you,
I'm just fucking with you, Cody.
No, I'm fucking with Cody too. If I had to pick between this and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I would pick the gun.
I was gonna say, if I had to pick between this and Charlie and Chocolate Factory, I'd just burn my house down with the DVD player inside.
Yeah, I would just be like, fuck the TV. I'm just gonna burn the whole fucking house down. Hopefully, I get the insurance money. But what is? Let's see here. I had a couple questions. Is there anybody else that you liked, Owen? Like, I mean, from a perspective of, I'm not trying to be like a smart ass. Like, what other character films did you actually like in the movie other than...
What other characters I liked in this movie?
Yeah, or the ones that you saw change, like, oh, okay, cool. I mean, because, like I said, no one was likable other than the lieutenant.
Yeah.
And possibly the gambler. I wish I could say the fucking name.
Well, I don't know. I don't think a character has to be likable to watch them. I just think they have to be interesting.
Or interesting to you. I'm just saying, which ones do you find interesting?
Yeah, and I've found in parts that Barry Lyndon himself was interesting. Like, I liked the relationship he had with his son. I just thought it was really cool.
The relationship he had with his mom.
Yeah.
She turned into
his mom was
she went from the slum to like the fucking penthouse, and she's like, and here's the thing. Another thing that not bothers me, but the fucking preacher who's his wife's tutor or whatever, had no fucking problem with Barry coming in and wrecking everything until it affected his job. Yeah. Like, he never said anything. He was never voicing his opinion. He said that you see him talking to his son.
Yeah. Well, he did say, he was like, I don't need to be paid, madam. I just,
Yeah, and they didn't want him around, but also, I just thought it was kind of funny. Like, no one else seemed to care about the money until it started affecting him.
Yeah.
And there was just like, no one said to him, hey, you probably shouldn't be married to this Barry fella.
Yeah.
Did I say that correctly, like the Irish?
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh, fella.
Oh, Barry, go out to the field and get me a bag of potatoes. Oh, we need the potatoes for the supper. Oh, the potatoes.
Sweet Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. I just found it interesting to watch his journey and his rise to power. We ride with kings on mighty steeds across the devil's plains. We ride with Jesus and his cross. We did not die in vain, no.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think the movie is terrible.
I think Kubrick is fucking gay, stupid.
I just think that the movie's too fucking long.
Yeah, I could see that.
You know, and like The Shining is a long fucking movie, and obviously, I don't know, man. It's the one thing if everybody's like the biggest thing in the comments that I've seen on YouTube. I haven't done any like it's like the cinematography is incredible. That's fine, and I get that. And it's a beautifully shot movie. I'm not denying that, but the amount of time that is put into the movie and into the scenes is not substantial enough for the story. Like the story is like I said, if you just read the Wikipedia plot summary and it's like 3 paragraphs, summarizes the entire 3-hour fucking movie perfectly. Like it's not missing anything. And it's like he puts these things in here for everybody to gawk at. Like, oh, this movie's so fucking beautiful.
I feel
the
like
fucking story's kind of
you
boring.
would miss out though, because I don't feel like you get the tension from like the scene, like I said, the duel. Or I mean, I
didn't get much tension in that duel. At the end, that's just me. I'm not saying.
I mean, yeah, that's fine, I guess. So.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I didn't get much tension. It's like
that's fine, I guess. But just go fuck yourself. Get out of my apartment.
No,
like I don't know, man. A lot of the stuff was just like a lot of the characters are like, other than Barry. Obviously, this is his central story, and probably the stepson and the lieutenant. Everybody is a stereotypical character, and it's just like one-hit liners. But everybody's like, "Oh man, this movie's just so beautifully shot." I'm like, "Yeah, but it's fucking 3 hours. He could have done this in 2 hours." Or 2 hours and 50
if you want
minutes.
to stare at beautiful shots, just stare at some fucking pictures. I mean, you don't need to
but
watch a movie for 3
about
hours
that
to
is
see
that
beautiful shots.
You don't get the technical ability of having it's a moving picture. Like he has to set, even things like the dogs or the animals, he has to train those and stuff. And I mean, I do understand that, but I feel like there is more to this movie than just it looking good. I think that even then there's just like a fun story about a guy who is trying to make a name for himself in like a society in which lower class people it's not easy for them to become prominent or anything, and it's about his like rise and fall basically.
And I get that too. I'm not saying. I just think
But
the story that's told.
No, you say that, but I don't think that's what the story's really about. Because, like we talked about in the beginning of this episode, I
think it's about
he
sex.
He bumbles into. He just like stumbles into things. It's not like he's intentionally trying to like become something.
Cody, I think he stumbles into stuff at the first half.
Yeah, and then he's
a master manipulator after he left Prussia.
He starts becoming a manipulator like after he gets out of the Prussian army.
See, because in the Prussian thing, and it's not real. What the hell is that? Sorry. Okay. It's not. It's said in the book. It's not shown in the movie. He lost a lot of money gambling in the Prussian army. He wasn't in his regiment wasn't a good company. That's really glanced over in the thing. And I only got it from reading both plot summaries from the book and the movie on Wikipedia. That he lost some money and learned some of the scoundrel ways in the Prussian regiment. That's why when the colonel's like, pretty much calling him a piece of shit and you shouldn't get this award, but here's the award anyway. He said, well, sir, I haven't been around good people. It's because of that, but it's just glanced over in the movie. And parts of the story are kind of skipped over that, okay, you could have put more story in this movie and taken out some of the fucking shots. Or put stories with the shots. Like, there's a lot of this movie of just sitting there. It's like, hey, look how pretty this motherfucker is. When it's like, okay, what about the fucking story? Like, come up with something with the Chevalier Gambler guy. Well, we're going to find out what the fucking, how do you call it?
Chevalier.
Piss off, okay? Okay, I'm an uncultured swine, whatever. What say it again?
Chevalier.
Yeah. Okay. I would like to know what happened to him. Just like he just disappears is not a big deal. Like even when Barry leaves, Barry doesn't go find him. Like, hey, let's get the rag together.
Yeah.
There's not. Lady Lyndon is as stoic as can be in the whole fucking movie. I mean, she looks at him with like, "Let's go fuck" eyes when they're gambling at first. That's when she finally sees him face to face after he's been like, he spotted her like, okay, I'm gonna go hook up with this eventually. Yeah. At the end of the movie, when she's signing the check and she's just kind of staring, and her son looks like a very pansy ass George Washington. I'm sorry, I just really don't like him as a character. He's a brat. Also, just like he's like everything should be his type of deal. And I mean, hell, Barry, he spent the money, cool, whatever. They're both unlikable. I'm not defending Barry in this situation, but Barry giving him like, hey, here's a shot, let's call this fucking even. He's like, no, I'm not satisfied. I'm like, someone should have fucking castrated the fucking pussy. Anywho, that was extremely unlikable.
Yeah.
Like,
that was definitely,
like,
that was supposed to piss you off.
Barry was just like, hey, bygones be bygones. I'm not satisfied because I'm a pansy.
And then it cuts to like Barry's face, and he's like, "Are you
fuck
fucking
you,
kidding
you piece
me?"
of shit.
He's like, "God damn it!"
I fucking lost the point. Oh, anyway, like this, like her at the end, like they're really aiming in on the shot where the son, hey, look at this. Here's the check. Go ahead and sign up for the 500 francs, not francs, the guineas.
Yeah.
So the 500 guinea
pigs.
There we go. And she's just staring and staring and staring, and then he kind of nudges her, and then she signs the fucking thing. Is that her, like, being sad that Barry's out of her life? Or is she happy? You don't fucking know. And it just has this really closing, like, it's like fake tension in that scene. There's no tension in it. Like, give me something.
You might have to re-say some of that, because we had some audio interference there.
Okay. No, I'm just saying, like, that whole scene at the end.
It didn't have any tension.
It didn't have any tension, and I could have used some exposition in the movie. Like, there's no exposition in this movie, which is good to an extent. Like, I don't need somebody coming in explaining their origin in 3 sentences. Like, oh, that's where they came from. Not that
Well,
kind
the narrator kind of like sets you up with some of it.
Yeah, but he doesn't come in enough.
You know, actually, honestly, I don't even think I like the narrator. I think it would have been fine without him. Well, no,
I think
take
it'd been
that
cool
back.
if it was Barry narrating, like in the book.
That probably would have been fun. I think
because I would love to see his fucking point of view. Like, people would have thought of his character differently. Like, people would have taken his side more, or people would have hated him watching him. Just like, I'm trying to go the Ryan
could have
Johnson way. I'm
connected
trying to be
you
divisive.
a little more. I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah, and the guy's like, like I said, there's just things in this movie that could have moved along faster, or I felt like this movie was resting on shots.
Yeah. I don't know.
The story. That's just me. I know. The way you connected the story in your mind was just like more than I could. Like I said, I was going beat for beat with the plot. I'm like, holy shit! Like, this plot is not lying. This is all this is to the movie.
Why the fuck you lying?
But my problem with it is the shots are.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many of them, and it's just like it's become to the point where it's just like, hey guys, look at this. That's all it's Kubrick saying in this movie. He's like, look at these shots I'm doing. Like, dude, how about you tell a fucking better story? And you know, like, I don't understand why changing the character of his uncle. Like the whole Chevalier. Like him being his uncle, that would have been fucking cool as hell.
Well, we know that Kubrick isn't necessarily known for sticking with the source material.
Yeah, I've read a couple.
Sticking to the actors.
Yeah, it's the same thing in Full Metal Jacket. He cuts out a lot of shit, and as you guys have talked about with
The Shining.
Yeah, he picks and chooses what he wants out of these things, basically.
Well, he doesn't. The fact is, he doesn't even respect the creators of the source material either. But we've talked. I think we've talked about that.
He wants to make his own story, which is fine.
Yeah, totally.
I don't have a problem with it because he's just trying to sit there and do that. I feel like he does things to show off. A lot of his stuff feels forced when it comes to these shots to me. Like, as just a standard, like, I am a peon watching this movie. I'm not somebody that appreciates art for what it is. I appreciate art to get me through what I need to get through. If I'm having a difficult day, I use music and art to get me through it.
You don't need to clarify that, Lance, because I mean that's what this podcast is supposed to be about. We are 3 normal dudes. We're not supposed to be pretentious, eager type characters here. You know what I mean? Like,
I know, but I just want to make sure I'm acknowledging that.
Well,
okay,
yeah,
look, there's a level beyond me that I'm never going to get to when it comes to appreciating film.
No, you're good. I mean, that's.
But
it's just what your thoughts are supposed to be.
It just feels like this movie. I'm like, could be some more story to this. Like, there's enough in this movie that I like. You know what I'm saying? I do like parts of this movie. There's part of the story I'm like, oh, that's more interesting. But it's so spread out, and then it's like, hey guys, look at these 5 shots, and here's some more dialogue. Here's 2 more shots. Here's some more dialogue. fucking hell, look, I just watched the fucking Batman that was 3 hours long, and it had too fucking much into it.
Yeah.
And I just, look, he could have condensed it down. Like, I don't know. Kubrick has this thing, like, he tells the story, but he also wants all these visuals, so he'll spread it out just to make his visuals, like, people can jerk off on it. Which is fine. But put a little more substance into the story. If he focused more into that, he could make the story really fucking great. Like, his Shining story fucking blows.
This movie,
for me.
This movie is what I would consider an Oscar bait movie. You know what?
Nowadays it would be. I just, like I said, it could have been streamlined. It could have been 2.5 hours. But the 3 hours is a little too much for the shots. Like, have the shot, but also having story with it. You talked about, like, I'm talking like you and Owen. Like, you know, the shot of the castle, they had a couple shots of the castle were just beautiful. But there was no story going on. You just saw the castle, then it goes to the next scene. Like,
yeah. Well, there were shots.
Have something in front of it, and then have the shot behind it. It's like, damn, that's fucking awesome.
Those were the shots I was talking about, where those are just like the establishing shots, and like there's also another establishing shot that I really liked, where he's like traveling through the countryside, and it's this really wide open shot. You see the like mountains in the background. It's just this tiny little carriage going along. You see all the fields and stuff. But anyways, that wasn't the point I was trying to make with the sentence. But there are scenes where, like I was saying, with the scenes where the stepson goes into the estate to challenge Barry Lyndon, where you kind of see the state of affairs and stuff, and yeah, you know, in shots like that, or like where you're kind of, there's this one scene where the wife or Lady Lyndon's walking with her son, you know, and they see Barry. And the way the shot, yeah, he's like making out. He's getting some. Hell yeah.
He's milking the cows, baby.
He's getting some cow. And like the way the shot is it's like through some trees and stuff. And it's like, you know, kind of like the camera is obscured a little bit from their point of view, which is like, you know, a cool. The way it's bordered looks really cool.
The shot of his kid getting flung off the horse.
Yeah. It didn't look like it was that damaging.
It didn't look. It looked
like he could have walked that off.
I was surprised that they actually had the shot of the kid falling off, though. That looked like legit the kid falling off the horse to an extent.
Knowing Kubrick, he probably did.
Yeah, I mean, he probably had some padding for the kid, but I was surprised it looked like that. And then there's no special effects to show a kid getting, you know, crushed by a horse. So I thought that shot was really well done. I was surprised. I'm like, that actually looked like the kid from the distance. And it looked like he actually was flung off the horse, and the horse just kind of like does a little jump up and then kind of lay down is the shot, and the kid just goes flying like Bruce Wayne going down to the well of bats. But you know this, and I made the point about how I felt about going into the Batman. Spoiler alert, that's the next review. How a lot of the movie feels gratuitous about. Look at these shots, are fucking beautiful. And everybody's like, this movie's grounded in fucking realism. I'm like, yeah, he's got fucking contacts to show what the fucking other person sees. I don't think that's realistic. But, hey, go for it. So, I have a problem sometimes with the shots, like the 3-hour parts. Like, just look at these shots. It's like, give me more of a story. If the movie had more information, I probably would have been more engaged with the 3-hour runtime.
It doesn't respect.
I wanted more information.
It doesn't respect your time as a viewer, and it could just be a symptom, because we know that a lot of movies from this era had issues with, like, you know, lingering on scenes for too long, or just like having long bouts of the movie where really nothing is accomplished as far as story goes. But it's still a 3-hour movie, where a lot of movies around this time that are that long at least are filling it with enough story to keep you engaged, like The Godfather 2, for example. You know.
And here's another thing. It's kind of dawned on me. There's a movie I really like called Once Upon a Time in the West, and it's the same guy who directed the Man with No Name trilogy with Clint Eastwood, Good and the Bad. Sergio Leone. Now that movie has what I guarantee you Cody would think, and maybe even Owen too would think, are some boring fucking parts of the movie, because there's some quiet parts. Because Charles Bronson's character doesn't talk a lot. He just plays the fucking harmonica. Now, I watched the movie, and I just kind of fell in love with that movie, and I love that movie. And I could see, like, other people hating it. So this is, I don't want Owen to think, and I feel really bad about doing this. Like, I'm not trying to, like, piss on, like, the fire you have for this movie.
No, that's fine. Like I said, it's completely...
So I feel really bad. So I do understand, like, you loving this movie, and where I'm not liking it, versus, like, how I like some of these Western movies that chances are, like, my girlfriend's not going to fucking like her. Cody wouldn't like. I mean, I showed Cody Blade Runner. He didn't really like it. And I love Blade Runner. Even though I understand why. I mean, it's a kind of grimy sci-fi movie. And Cody's not really big into sci-fi. Anyway.
I know I've been kind of, like, defending it a little bit. But I do understand how you could...
Yeah, I just feel like, I mean...
Yeah, this movie is long. You do have to give it your time. And I totally understand that. I didn't force you guys to watch this.
No, it wasn't forced. I mean, Cody forced us to watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That's like the bottom that you can get.
And
I'm fucking with Cody.
And
I love Cody.
I knew that this would probably not be up you guys' alley because, like I said, this is a character drama. It's a period piece of a period that I like, and I know a lot of other people don't like this period or don't really care. So that's probably part of the reason why I'm partial to it. But like I said, I totally understand if this is not your cup of tea.
Well, if this was the Patriot, we'd be having a different conversation.
Yeah, man, Patriot.
I didn't want, and I just want to make sure it's clear to the listener or anything like that. If I was asking combative questions throughout this whole episode, like, why do you like this movie, Owen? I wasn't saying it to attack your opinion.
No,
I legit was curious.
You felt like you were definitely understanding.
Because, okay, how about this? Okay, I just said like 10 minutes ago, like, there's a level beyond me I'll never be able to appreciate a movie. I feel like you're in that level, Owen.
I don't think so.
I think you are to an extent. So it's like, you're my gateway to that kind of like appreciation for this type of movie or genre of movies or whatever. So I'm trying to ask you questions. So I didn't want that to come across as me being an asshole. But like some part of this movie, it's like I wanted more from it for the 3 hours I got.
Yeah.
I feel like I wasn't fulfilled enough for the 3 hours I got when it comes to story because it was a good story. It also felt like at times it was a skeleton of a story, and there wasn't enough. It sounds weird for me to fucking say. There wasn't enough dialogue in it.
Yeah.
And I would have much appreciated and I know Kubrick's not big on explaining shit in movies. Kind of like The Shining. Is he actually a ghost? Did he get absorbed into the hotel? Is he just fucking crazy? We're gonna go with the fucking crazy part.
Did he just put himself in that picture? Like draw himself? Like what the fuck?
I wish they did a spoof movie of that, and then you just see like the picture, and at the bottom you see a stick figure with an arrow that just says Jack with a smiley face. Like Jack's in the picture now. What the fuck?
Look. It's really poorly cropped, and you can see like the rest of it.
That'd be great. It's like this Jack.
It's in color, but the rest of the photo's black and white.
But this movie, like I said, it has good to it. I just wanted more from it. I think is my frustration as I've talked this out. I say I wanted more from the story. I would like to have known more, and then everything is supposed to be a lot of tension in this movie, and a lot of these like scenes. Like the gambling scenes, I feel like there's supposed to be some tension.
I don't think the gambling scenes were. Maybe they were supposed to be tense, but I could definitely see where you can kind of get bored with those.
Yeah, and it kind of just fell flat. Like, oh, okay. Because we've seen like 2 or 3 gambling scenes, and then he's fencing. Literally the only fucking movie that I can remember watching that's from this quote unquote period is fucking Highlander. When he's like, they show a flashback and they're all wearing wigs. He's getting stabbed multiple times. He just keeps getting back up. He goes, oh, damn. So, yeah, with this movie. But it's just, I don't know. I just wanted more from the story. There's parts of the movie I like. Oh, this is cool. But then it didn't follow up on it. Like, his part in the British Army. Like, I was into the fucking...
I thought that would be a bigger element because the way I understood the plot before I watched it was that I thought he... became upper class through the army. Like I thought he got like a commission as an officer in the army or something. I thought that would play a lot bigger part, but I guess not.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, like I said, I love that whole thing with the army. And then there's like 2 more scenes of him being in the army. Then you have the Pansy Blitzkrieg scene where they're all getting mowed down, and they just keep marching, mowed down, and then he's like, I gotta get out of here after he kisses his lieutenant. Like, we're being a little, we're being modest at the scene. He gives him a kiss, and then the lieutenant goes, and just like,
come here. That's not a kiss.
That's not a
He
kiss.
Tom Brady's him.
No, I can't believe we never made that joke, Cody.
That's not a kiss.
But
Come
then,
here.
it has that scene where he just kind of goes off, but then time is not specific in that scene because he's like, I gotta go deliver these papers. Like, how many days was he hitting it with that woman? Because obviously she was just a walk-in appointment for any soldier that came down the road, is what the narrator was hinting around at for that lady.
Well, I think she was supposed to be like swept up by him being supposedly an officer. Because being an officer back then, that means you're like high class, and for having like a farm girl, like for some country bumpkin farm girl to have like some like upper crust officer like interested in her, that means a lot.
Yeah, but remember the narrator also said that for her to fall in love with soldiers is to be prepared for them to leave, and
her first husband was
still in the army, but he was
hinting
around. The narrator's hinting around that multiple men had made stops with her and had a couple day flings with her and stuff like that.
Like me.
That must be where the inflammation came from.
Yeah.
That's where the influenza came from.
Back when I was in the army back in the 40s, when we were invading France,
so
back in 1940.
This is a question I asked specifically to Owen, and I'll ask Cody afterwards. I'll ask Cody right now. Owen, where's your favorite period of history? Because you're I would say a modest history buff.
I like a lot of periods of history. I really like the Georgian era. I'm a big fan of the Victorian era. I love like the Civil War and stuff. And that's kind of like pop history. I think a lot of like people who are like history nerds or dorks love World War II and the Civil War.
I think both because that's the wars we have the most information.
Yeah, well, yeah. For Americans, that's like the wars that are like the most interesting to an American. But I like that. I like the Napoleonic Wars. I like World War One. I like even the Cold War era. I find that kind of interesting, especially a lot of the politics and like the weird, crazy shit. I like the medieval period.
The best medieval period drama is a season.
Hunky.
I think it was called Season of the Witch with
Season of the Bitch
with Nicolas Cage and Ron Perlman. I don't know if you two have ever seen that movie.
I don't think that's Season of the Witch. That's Halloween 3.
What's the movie?
Everyone in the hold on. Let me see what it's called.
What's that comedy movie where the guy has his like hair shaped like a dick? Like he's like got a penis head.
Yeah, it's called Season of the Witch. So basically, everyone in that movie, all the supporting characters have English accents, like period accurate English accents, and
Nick Cage is like, I'm Nick Cage.
Nick Cage and Ron Perlman have just like their regular ass American accents. It's like, oh my gosh,
war never changes.
And Cody, my question to you is, where do you like to get your queso chip? Queso dip at?
My what?
Your queso dip. Where do you like to get that at? That's the question.
I like to get it from the Civil War era.
So
they make the best queso dip.
Yeah.
Is there any other movies, I'm just curious, in the future, Owen, that you... if I ask a question a certain way, it might come across as a dick. I'm just curious, like, are there any other movies you have in mind that you'd be like, I wouldn't mind suggesting this? Because I do like certain parts of this history. Like, I'm nowhere near the history buff you are. And a lot of stuff, my information comes from
period pieces. I was gonna do Master and Commander, which is a naval.
Well, that's
around this period.
It's a naval porno. Master and Commander.
Sucks.
Master
of the puppet's gonna fuck you in your ass. I was gonna do for my next movie. I think I'm gonna do. It's probably gonna be challenging, but I think I'm having fun.
ACT is challenging.
Yeah.
Have to make sure I get 21 on it to get my scholarship.
Yeah. I feel like it's gonna be fun to pick. I don't know, just some weird movies because I think like even this we got a lot of discussion out of. So I think I'm gonna pick Come and See, which is probably gonna be hard for me to get my hands on because I have to open a Criterion account.
Criterion.
free trial.
Huh?
Yeah, they have a streaming service, and the only way to get this movie is through their streaming service.
It's not on YouTube?
Like randomly.
They do have a version on YouTube, but it's like in 480p, and it's like dog shit looking. So, I mean, we can watch that, but I thought the better choice was
that's fine, yeah.
that I was going to try to get a free trial for Criterion and see what's going on there. But that movie is like a Belarusian war movie that was made in the 80s about World War II. I only watched it once, but I felt in the mood to watch it again, so we can watch that.
Yeah. I'm cool with that because I like World War II.
Yeah.
My dad loved watching World War II.
What if they don't have internet in Mississippi?
Then I'm fucked.
I don't know if it's gotten
Because
there
it'll be a while out. So
Yeah, by the time
I might even change my movie that I picked, but that's not here nor there. If you guys have anything else you want to say about this movie, just go ahead.
No, it's I guess we go to the suggestion part.
All right. I'll let you guys go ahead.
Cody, go ahead first.
No, I wouldn't recommend watching this. It's boring. It doesn't respect your time. Yeah, I really don't have much else to say about it.
If you have the patience for a 3-hour movie, and that's hard, anybody that's listening to this that may be older, I'll recommend it for a one watch, just to open up, for anybody that wants it, because there's probably people out there that love Kubrick movies, I want to watch it. Yeah, go for it. I'm not going to sit there and shit on somebody.
Yeah, there's some people who are like, oh, this is my favorite Kubrick movie.
Oh, there's a bunch in the comments.
Yeah, and I like this movie, but I don't think it was my favorite Kubrick movie.
And I would say probably a one watch if you're just patient enough to watch it. If you are in your 30s or 20s or in your teens as a female, you're not going to want to watch this movie. This is probably a type of movie you would rather watch with your dad, so don't do it on the date night.
What about if you're a baby?
What
about your baby, man?
Well, this might help the baby fall asleep. Yeah. Hey, baby, look at the shot. To sleeping or whatever. Yeah, I'll say I would suggest a one watch at least if you're interested in it. If you're not interested in it, you're not going to miss anything. So I'm as on the fence as you can be with this. So, that's it. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Owen's movie.
No, you're fine.
There's things
say what you feel.
There's the thing someone I've been watching. We talked about on the Star Wars episode, Mauler, the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Now, I've watched him do a 4-hour breakdown of The Last Jedi, a hour and a half breakdown of The Last Jedi. Maybe I broke the microphone.
No, there it goes. It probably was resting. I think when it rests on the wire.
Oh, that's what we're fucking. Yeah, Cody. There's gonna be some parts, Cody, that's gonna be fucked up. Probably.
It's not gonna be anything big though. It's just gonna be small parts. I've been keeping.
Our next episode is going to be the Batman, because hopefully it should be on HBO Max by then.
Batman.
And I'll go ahead and sign off. Cody, go ahead and do your sign off real quick, sir.
Bye.
Cody.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Kinda.
Yeah, I already did.
Oh, okay, my bad. All right, I'll go ahead and hand this off to Owen. This is a shit finish, but here you go. Owen here to save the day.
Bye.